Hey, it's Steve, your realtor. I'm a little bit frustrated today with my industry, or I should say, with some individuals in the industry. There was a story about a gentleman who had been a victim of mortgage fraud, and basically, these guys that come and knock on your door and sell you uh, thermostats and all sorts of crap. And once they get their hooks into you, they start draining your bank account. They start putting mortgages on your house, withdrawing money from your account, things like that. And this gentleman was a victim of one of these, groups of people, because there's a lot of people involved in this. There's mortgage people involved. There is lawyers involved. There is no doubt realtors involved, although it didn't get to that point. But the alleged kingpin of this group is now in Dubai hiding. And sadly, this gentleman's last days on earth were in a position where he was worried whether all that he's worked for through his whole life will be taken away by these criminals, or most of it anyway. We managed to save some of it, but the whole point is that we need to have more robust ways that we can defend our seniors and our vulnerable people from these kinds of criminals. And it starts with us as individuals. More than one occasion, I've had people ask me, do you have a mortgage agent or a mortgage broker that'll, that has a good sharp pencil, or that will help me sort of fudge the numbers? It may seem like a good idea at the time, and I know that in some countries that's the way they do business. You have to run in the margins, otherwise you won't get anything done. I've been to countries like that where you get out of a speeding ticket by giving the cop a whack of cash. That's the way it's done. We don't do that here. And we need to understand that there are criminal gangs that are trying actively to steal your money and to take advantage of your elderly parents or elderly friends. And we need to do more to protect people. This was not a happy ending to the story. It could have been worse, but it frustrates me because in our industry we have these kinds of people operating, and I mean in the global industry, in real estate, in law, and in mortgages and finance. I have no doubt in my mind that there is a person in a banking position that is part of this cartel as well. So it really comes back to this culture of ostentatious wealth. The head of this, or the kingpin of this gang, is one of these characters that's on Instagram flexing with his Lamborghini and showing everybody how rich he is and how successful he is. He's wealthy and successful because he steals from people. He's a criminal. That's not true wealth. That's not true success. If the only way you can make money is to steal from others, you're not successful. You just haven't got caught yet. And hopefully he will get caught. Hopefully he'll get extradited. Hopefully he'll do some time and change his ways. Who knows? Do people like that change their ways? I don't know. Anyway, it's a frustrating and unfortunately common story. But it comes down to individuals. It comes down to people who are, there's a lot of people that are in a lot of trouble financially right now because a great example is they've gone to the bank and they've got a pre-approval for a mortgage, and they've gone to 2 or 3 builders and signed themselves up for 2 or 3 pre-construction condos at the same time. And they've just sort of photocopied this pre-approval letter because they want to get rich quick. Well, guess what? They're in a huge amount of trouble now because they can't close on it on their condos. So they're having to walk away from their deposits and they're losing their cash. I mean, how does one feel about that? It's unfortunate, but you know what? When you invest, you understand that there is risk to any investment. And the cards didn't go in your favor. But at the same time, if you went and did this, and I know people that have done it, that's a huge gamble because you have overextended yourself and you over-leveraged yourself. So, these are the things that happen when you are not doing things. I mean, there's a reason why we have rules and policies in place. It's to protect people from themselves sometimes, but it's to protect people from others. So really, what we need to do now is, with these criminal gangs that are trying to, put mortgages on your house, change ownership of your house and sell it from under you. These things are happening right now, and they're happening, in some cases, they're happening to vulnerable people, our parents, our grandparents. And we need to reach out to them and make sure that they're not being preyed upon by these kinds of crooks, because once they get you, it's hard to get away. It really is. I mean, even getting a lawyer, it was a huge challenge to stop the steamroller that was happening. Yeah. Anyway, that's my rant for today. It's just frustrating to know that somebody spent their last days on this earth wondering whether, how much they were going to lose of their life's work because of some criminals. And sadly, this person was allowed to leave this country with these situations happening for whatever reason, and I don't know why. But he didn't get arrested, and he didn't get flagged with immigration or with Canada Border Services. He made it out. Probably never to come back. Anyhow, that's about all I have for today. Hope you're having a great day. Take care.